So what I'm going to do in the town here is I'm going to have like a mission that I actually did the other day, but it didn't work too well on EU1, mainly because it requires some self-control, which doesn't always happen. So it'll be cool to do as a night mission as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set some civilians in the town and some AAF in the town, and then we're going to have them move in and clear the forces, but they cannot take civilian casualties, so that'll be interesting to see. So first of all, I've got to set the town, and what I'm going to do here is, I kind of wish I could remove the lights. I don't know if I can destroy the lights actually. I might just see if I can shoot the lights out, because if I can, it's going to make the town more atmospheric. What if these respawn? Or maybe we could just have like some on, so like leave like just one or two here and there. Actually no, fuck it, let's just get rid of them all. Because it'll be just cool for them to come into like a dark town rather than a lit up town. Okay, cool, so now we have the town without the lights. So let's just get rid of this guy. Now let's build some base stuff to start. So what I'm going to do is, I want to try and restrict it so they can only break through in certain areas. So what I need is this. What I need is walls, improvised barriers. So with the improvised barriers, now there's one small issue with this, which is when you make a barrier and then you try to turn it, this is a known bug with ZEUS, it will sometimes like collapse in on itself, which is super annoying, but it didn't do it this time. Obviously once I placed a barrier like this, I can custom move around some of these objects. So I can just do that. So see, now that completely blocks that wall, so there's no way for them to get in there. Similarly with this razor wire, I can just move it like that. Okay, they can't get through there. So these improvised barriers, see straight away, it like makes it look really awesome. If I turn all this off, see straight away, it looks really cool. Right, okay, so that's that barricade down. So let's make a couple more. So I want to just kind of, it's a bit difficult with this town actually because it doesn't have so many roads, but we should be able to do fine. So let's get more improvised barriers, civilian vehicles. I'll just get this in here. So I'm going to put this across here. But again, it depends whether I can get this to work without it collapsing in on itself. It's actually working okay. So that's knocked down a wall. That's fine. So we can just move this like that. And the other thing that's good is once these objects are down, you can just do like that. You can just copy one to just fill in the gaps. And again, when the guys actually get down here to this, it'll just look really awesome and cool because it's just like new. It's something new that you don't see all the time on these maps and servers. Obviously they can still move through the buildings. I want them to be able to do that. I don't want it to be just like totally ruined. So we've got some junk stuff here. See, that's one thing that can happen, see, is that the objects like collapse in onto themselves, which is quite irritating. But it's just a ZEUS bug. It's kind of known. It's very annoying. But for this little section here, this actually works fine because I kind of need to sort of custom move these things around anyway. And it doesn't need to be like really extreme or anything. It's just... and then I can always copy some of this. Like that. Okay, cool. So that's that one, that's that one, that's that one. Let's see what else. See, the other thing is I could just use razor wire because you can't cross razor wire, surprisingly. Is that the car? Yeah. It's razor wire. So razor wire is going to be a quicker way for me to cross, for example, like an area like this where there's lots of trees and weird objects. So I'll just put it like this in a line, and then I can just do like razor wire. Razor wire. And whenever I'm doing a mission like this, it's like you want to try and get it done fairly quick, which is hard, but you do want to try and do it quickish because people are playing, they're waiting. And the other thing is, I spent like an hour and a half making a mission the other day, and then like the server crashed. I was like, ugh. So that can be quite annoying. Another one in here. But by putting all these barriers down, essentially what it's going to do is it helps me to control where they're moving through, which is a good thing because it means that the mission becomes more interesting in that way. And again, so like I could put a barricade like across here, so it's just going to funnel them through the town in a different way, so that makes it more interesting. So that I can put like another barricade here like this, and then we can just copy some of this stuff. So this is a good thing as well with the copy function. You can just literally like place loads of stuff. So that's good. Just put that there like that. Maybe we can just move this around. Get another one here. Okay, so that's more wire down. And then I just want to, like, for example, there's some breaks in the wall here. Just gonna get some wire on this. I don't want them to be able to just run like free reign just all over the place. Let's just get this here. Another one here. Shit. Because that's one thing that's kind of bad in Arma a lot of the time, is that people just run all over the place. See, I don't mind this end being exposed. I'm just kind of thinking about how I want things to move around here. And again, I could sort of select some of these sandbags and put sandbags like this. Just deny some routes through. Okay, so that's kind of like, it's added a little bit to this town, but it hasn't added too much. It's just made like some little barricades and things, stuff that you might expect. And then what I'm going to do is add in the civilians first, and then I'm going to add in the other guys, although, yeah, that's fine. This is going to be real hard for them though, because they're going to be doing this at night. So it's going to be tricky for them to sort of distinguish between different targets, so that's going to be hard for them. But nonetheless, that's what they've got to do. So let's just get some civs in. Civs are kind of hilarious. They do tend to sort of just freak out and run away, obviously, when they hear firing and stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But I'm going to put like limitations on, so I'm just going to make it so they can only walk. Trouble is I can't like set group between it. I think I have to set these individually. I don't think you can do that anyway. Oh shit, just moving an object. It doesn't sort of, so if I select walk on this guy, yeah, you have to set them individually, which is kind of annoying. And I can put them in these buildings and stuff. So that's going to be the thing with the town, is that there's going to be civilians around, and these guys are going to be much more careful about just shooting at anything they see. It's also going to mean that they have to pick targets. It's going to be interesting to see whether they absolutely just wipe people out, or whether they're more careful about it. Right, so that's plenty of civilians. So let's get some AAF in here. I'll set the position real soon. We'll go AAF rather than CSAT. Right, let's just get a car in here. Let's get Strider HMG. Could actually have an assault boat patrolling up and down. Let's do that. Let's see whether the boat is going to be super smart today, or whether it's going to be real stupid. These boats are generally not very great. These boats are generally not very great with their intelligence when it comes to turning. I might just move that around. So he's going to basically, what I've set it there is to move between 2 waypoints. So it's going to sort of go up and down between these 2 points. Right, so now we get some targets in here. So let's just get some fire team in here. The good thing about the new Ares mod as well is that I can set these guys. So then what I can do is go to Ares, and then I can go AI behavior, and then I can go garrison building instant, and it will just put them into the nearest building like this, and it places them far better than I could normally. So because it's quite tricky to actually place units amongst a building, so it's actually a really good thing to do. So similarly again, like I can just place these guys randomly down here, and then I can just go combat, full, walk, and then I go to Ares, and I go garrison building instant, and it just garrisons them into buildings. So they'll still move around of their own accord because they're AI, but it just places them in there in a much more sort of interesting, good way. Let's put another group sort of here. I'll just tell them to sort of spread. Okay, and then again, we'll just put them into garrison instant, and it just scatters them through the buildings. And then we'll get another fire team in here. And these guys, I'll have them crouching outside. A diamond, shine like a diamond. And then we'll have some sentry patrols going up and down here. Just set these guys here, and then all I do is set their difficulty, set them to walk, and then I'll just set them patrolling. So they're going to walk between those 2 waypoints now. The same, I often put a few sentries around. Sentries are good to have. It's interesting, it often gives you sort of like targets at the start of a mission, so it's good to have just a couple of these guys walking around. And I'll just set them to patrol up and down here. So you see you have all the stationary targets in town, and then these other ones are kind of moving around, just makes it a bit more interesting. And again, I'll probably have some guys like start here, have them walk sort of down the town and back like that. Okay, this is getting pretty close to what I want. It doesn't need to be too much more than this. I might put like some sentries, just like for example in this building here, like that, and I might put a couple more sentries in this building here. Okay, and then just to make it interesting, again, depending on where they approach, I don't know where they're going to approach from. So you might have like a sniper team, for example, just hiding sort of in the hills somewhere. Maybe put them just here. And I'll set those guys to prone, aggressive. And again, might do another setup here or something. Actually, I think one's probably enough. Okay. So now I'll make the mission. So we go to objectives. And maybe we should, we'll set a time limit on this. So we'll say that they have got 20 minutes before enemy reinforcements from when I make the mission. So let's put this in. So custom objective. Let's put title Operation Kidnap. I'll put oh, this guy needs to shush. I'm gonna mute that guy in a minute. Forces have taken civs in the town of Gurna. You must clear town of enemy forces. Do not take civ casualties. Check your targets.
Dude, who's
Time limit.
wouldn't make it alive out there, huh? Yeah, come on, man. Someone of you already thought, oh my god, we will all die in that fucking thing.
I wish there was like a default mute where you could just mute people flat out. It's super frustrating. I'm going to actually just move myself in a minute. Time limit. Please note, you have 20 minutes before enemy reinforcements arrive. Right, so we're here at base and everyone is getting ready to go.
Everyone's gonna get in a spider.
Looks like there's some somebody's made a bonfire at base.
Yeah, I tried to get a heli and it blew up. Alright, I'm going.
So there's helis away. Are you guys on that one?
Yeah.
So I'll jump off this TS now, but I'll be watching you guys through ZEUS.
Spy.
There they are. Going over these hills is kind of annoying sometimes because basically it's interesting the route they're taking. Basically what's happening is that the camera is taking a point from the ground, so that's why it keeps moving around all the time, because I am basically, let's just here they go, so they're sweeping across the valleys now. I didn't really want to put an anti-air squad in, we could have done, but I didn't think there was some massive purpose to it. So they're landing in the little bay here, look. We're just going to come in on the hillside. Okay, off we go. Team is on the ground. So first thing they're going to have to do is move to the objective. And they've spotted the boat already, which as you can see is still driving up and down. Boat is shining very bright on the night vision. So they're probably right now having a little think about what they want to do about that. They could try and AT it, or they could try and just move in closer and shoot the guys off. Trouble is the boat is equipped with a minigun and a GMG on the front, so it's a pretty powerful piece of kit. And the AI on the boats don't mess around, they will wreck you. Somebody's brought a marshal in. Okay, so they're moving in there. I just said that they need to be careful about using the marshal, because a lot of the time what happens is people use the tanks and stuff, and that's fine. The trouble is though that what a lot of the time people do in the tanks is that the tanks are incredibly OP. They will take out a whole base themselves usually, and that's fine. It works. It's a bit more OP on this map than it is on, say, EU1, because on EU1 you have a lot of anti-tank, you have a lot of enemy tank, and so it's much more difficult. But on a map like this, it's kind of almost a golden ticket to just like eliminate everything yourself. And on a mission like this, I really don't want that to happen. What I want is for the guys to move into the town and clear it target by target. I don't want to just drive a tank into the town and just fucking light up everything they see. And so that's why I'm saying, okay, there's civilians in the town. Civilian casualties of 4 or more, it's going to fail this mission, because I want them to be careful about clearing targets. I want this to be a mission which is a little different than just a standard mission where the objective is to just essentially kill everything that you see. If they succeed, will there be a reward, if any? For sure, yeah, I'll give them some kind of reward, yeah. I don't know what, some kind of reward. Trouble is, I think a lot of the time people that are playing this, especially the missions, and this is like my squad that I play with, they're not really doing this for a reward, they're just doing this because it's an interesting mission. So let's check the forward point. Looks like Supra is moving in on forward, as he is the sniper. They're taking an interestingly covered route into town, which could be potentially dangerous because it's very tricky for them to sort of see through all this wood cover. Lost Supra in his ghillie suit now. Sounds like shots fired. Let's see who's firing. Oh shit, it's the hunter. What the fuck is he firing at? Looks like it must be a helicopter. Or a boat. That is extremely far away. What the hell was that, man? What the hell can he be firing at? Let's look. I think he was firing at friendlies. Yeah, I think he was firing just over in this general direction and maybe over shooting them or something possibly. Right, so you can see Supra and the team are moving down here, so let's catch back up with them. They're just coming in now from the east side. So they're just about here. They are right in the middle of things, and it looks like it's kicking off. Oh yeah, they're taking heat from the top of the hillside here. So they managed to make it down into the valley. I don't know if they've realised that there's a patrol behind them as well. Sounds like the boat is lighting them up as well. Let's get up here to the enemy. It's very interesting sometimes to watch the enemy. Wow. Marshall just took it. Look at that. Wow. Marshall just got wrecked. Oh, down he goes. Good shooting there from one of my team. And they pushed right up the hill here. Sounds like there's fire coming from the patrol that was further up the valley though. I don't know where these guys have got to. That was pretty impressive to see that tank getting taken down though. Right, here we are, they're moving towards the town. Oh shit. These things are looking, as you can see, this is what's great for me as well, is that the AI do move around slightly themselves, so that guy just appeared in a position I was not expecting. They're taking some pretty heavy heat from the buildings as well, because remember I stationed a lot of, there's an enemy right here. couple of guys down here, and there's guys in the buildings as well, which is what they're clearing right now. Looks like Supra's in the building. There they are, look, they're still in these buildings there. Supra's sniping the targets out. The hunter is, or I should say, oh, he's down. Oh, he's taking big hits. Oh, there's a lot of contact coming in here on Supra. Supra's trying to snipe out these targets out here. Outside. These are all enemies right here. Sorry for moving fast. Oh, the enemy has actually changed out to his pistol. That's unusual. I've not seen that happen before. These units are AI right here. So you can see the AI is moving towards the position where the friendlies are. There's another one right here. It's quite interesting when you watch the AI and you start to see that they're actually... sometimes they can be quite stupid, but a lot of the time they actually move pretty smart. See this guy, he's just like moved from here to here, he's taking cover, he's still watching that position all the time. He's taking fire though from the squad, down he goes. Overall it's not looking too bad on the Civ front, I'm trying to keep track. That's enemy down. There's another enemy right here, there's another Civ in that building. I don't think we put any civs in those other buildings. As I say, you can still... It's kind of curious though, actually, because these are enemy. I don't think there's enemy civs down there. I think that purple square is coming up from this guy right here. So I think so far they're doing pretty good on the civs front. Although it's kind of strange, right? Because look, that is clearly a purple marker. Yet it's clearly an enemy that got taken down, so that's a bit of a strange one. No worries, dude. Thanks for jumping in. If you're heading off, thanks for joining me this evening. Let's see where the friendly squad have gotten to. They're stuck on the back of this building right here. So this presents a particularly new difficulty, which is that they have to try and avoid taking out civilian targets whilst also simultaneously taking out targets in the town, which is much more difficult than a mission that we normally do. The guys here are being pretty careful. They've got another 10 minutes, well they've got another 9 minutes actually, before reinforcements arrive. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a position so that if I can actually get to the point where I'm calling in reinforcements, that's what will happen. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set a reinforcement point. So I'm going to create a landing zone right here, and then create a new rally point, which is going to be here, I guess. So now I can be ready to call in targets if I want to. So they have another 8 minutes now before the reinforcements arrive. Obviously I have to allow for actually travel time and stuff as well, so in about 4 to 5 minutes I'm going to call that in. They're not doing too bad. Plenty more friendlies moving in. The AI is super unforgiving. Fuck, see that guy get wrecked. The civs, as you can see, just run around when there's fire coming in, so that, you know, the guys, the public guys need to be very careful. He's getting this building, he's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. They need to be very careful about the targets that they're taking down. This looks like Supra. Yeah, it is. There was an enemy in here, but I don't know whether we got him. There was this one guy over here, but I think Super got him already. Yeah, this guy. He's dead. I think Super's cleared this building out. Oh, he's taking a lot of heat though from somewhere. Where the hell is that coming from? I need to keep this up as well, because I need to keep track of how many enemy they're taking down. They have only got maybe 6 people left. They're doing pretty good. They've got a couple more minutes to clear this. If they don't clear it in a couple more minutes, they're going to have reinforcements to deal with. And the reinforcements will be... I'm actually going to create another landing point as well. Create 2 landing points and rally points. So that means I'll have like 2 rallies to come in. You can do a rescue hostage mission, but it's more difficult. Okay, so 1 more minute. If they don't clear this in 1 minute, then it's going to be time for reinforcements. Although that's not precisely 20 minutes, I have to allow for travel time to actually get to that point. Ah, look, he's getting stuck by the sandbags. Has to step over the sandbags. Lots of civilians here. They're just coming around the corner to these civs here, look. So let's see if they freak out or whether they hold the fire. AI at the end of the road. Oh my god, Super got wrecked by this guy in the window here. This AI guy right here. Oh, headshot. He's down. They took him out clean. Look, they're checking the civs. They're not. The civilians are just standing there in the middle of this firefight. They're just like, yeah, it's fine. No civ casualties there. Good job, guys. Okay, let's call some reinforcements. So I can spawn these out here. So what we're going to have is unarmed aircraft. Return to base and despawn. Vehicle landing zone alpha. Rally point alpha. Unit behavior. Combat. Okay. In they come. Okay, we're going to put another spawn unit in. Same, except we're going to go Bravo. I should have put these as AAFs actually on the first unit. It's too late now. They're just kind of rebel forces, it doesn't really matter. Okay, here we go. So... okay, here come enemy reinforcements. Be interesting to see whether they start taking them down instantly. Often the AI will fly around for a bit until they're sure that the LZ is secure. Which is what they're doing. Oh, they started to shoot at them. Oh, interesting that the AI has actually chosen a different landing zone than I originally set them. Okay, here come the reinforcements, they're out on the ground. Holy shit! That was a big explosion right there. Okay, these forces will now proceed to the rally point that I set, but they're kind of trapped on this hill. Off they go. Yeah, the helicopter is taking fire. Straight away they're engaging the town. Let's check what's happening with the other helicopter. That's the Hellcat. Has he put his forces on the ground too? Possibly. I think the other one is still on the ground. Oh no, it has inserted the forces on the ground. So it did the same thing here of putting those units, they're getting wiped out as they come in. See, this is good though. It creates like such a flexible, adaptive situation. And the friendlies are doing a really good job of repelling that. Let's check what's happening with the civs. So the area looks clear. They only have to remove these reinforcements and they pretty much have secured this. I think the civilian casualties are certainly minimal enough that I would qualify this as a success. I'm just going to check targets. 1 civ dead on this building, they cleared. I'm just checking all the bodies that we've got. Make sure we've not lost too many civs. 1 there, that's fine. Jesus, it's getting pretty hot. Oh, they're doing a great job here. I would go as far to say I think this has been a very good success. I don't think there's any more. That's an enemy. Enemy. I think they have done this with very good skill. They've taken nearly no civilian casualties whatsoever. That's an enemy. So these guys right here. He's enemy as well. Let's just check this. He's enemy as well. Yeah, good. I think they have completed this mission at this point. Great job, guys. Well done. Oh, there's one enemy remaining, but to be honest, if he got like 99%, I consider that pretty much a success. Congrats. Good job, guys. Good job.